Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Janelle Higgins, and I'm back with Fifth Third spokesperson Jeremiah Dellas, who has been sharing a few tips on keeping troubles at bay before, during, and after your holiday vacation. So we've kind of taken care of all the stuff you need to do before as far as planning. Now you're on your trip. What do you do to make sure that you don't break the bank?
Absolutely. So a couple cautionary things while you're on your trip. Number one, I can't stress enough to use technology to your advantage. Use mobile banking apps to watch your accounts, make sure that there's no fraud or anything going, things that you're not expecting going on. Use those mobile apps to get the deals, and also to track. You can actually find with some mobile apps the best gas prices in a given area.
So if you're driving, that's a huge perk
Huge.
because gas prices go up and down. You never know what they're going to be from
Right.
day to day.
Right.
And then also when you're on your trip, you may feel like getting on Facebook and bragging and showing everyone these great pictures of, the beach and your feet in the sand. But you're saying this is not the time to do that, right?
Right. We would give our best advice is really to wait until you're back from vacation to do that, because with so many peripheral friends on social media sites, Facebook, Twitter, so on and so forth, it's not always good to have a bunch of people who you're acquainted with know that you're not home for 2 weeks.
Exactly, and sometimes people don't think about, when they check in places that, okay, now everyone knows you're not home. So that's a great thing that I think people just don't think about. You're excited to share your beautiful photos of where you are. So any other tips while people are on their vacation to make sure that they save some money?
Absolutely. One would be try not to carry large amount of cash. It's better to have, some would say traveler's checks, I would say credit card. Take 2 credit cards and a driver's license. Keep 1 credit card locked in your safe in your hotel room and have the other one with you so that just in case something does happen, you have a backup. But to have a wallet full of cards is not ideal in the event that something gets stolen, because there are thieves who make an entire career out of stealing people's bags while they're on vacation.
Oh yeah, sure. And it's easy to even lose them, in the midst of all the kids and you're not doing your normal routine. It's really easy to lose stuff on vacation. So that's a great tip. And also I think using just 1 credit card, is that beneficial then when you get home because you can just check all your charges in one statement there for that 1 card?
Absolutely. So when you come home, that's a perfect segue. When you come home, you want to reconcile all of your statements. You want to prioritize it on 1 card so that you can figure out if you do have any fraud, because it's not uncommon to come back from vacation and have some fraud. Turn your mail service back on. Hopefully you've turned it off before you left. Tell your neighbors that you're back home. And one final tip that I definitely would like to add is don't access your banking sites or your financial data from hotel Wi-Fi.
Oh, I would never think of that. Now, why is that?
It's not secure. It's not secure, and definitely not recommended to use the hotel Wi-Fi, because there can be other folks in the hotel who can actually be monitoring your transactions and account data.
That's so scary. Technology is great. It can save you money when you're planning a vacation, but also if you're not smart with it, it sounds like it can really cost you in the end. So be smart when using technology, right?
Absolutely. But have a good time.
Yeah, well, of course, that's the whole point of a vacation. And it's even easier to have a good time when you know that you're being fiscally responsible with your vacation, So we've gotten these tips from you today, but what if someone wants to talk with you or someone else from Fifth Third Bank? Are you guys available if they're just looking for some advice on what to do if they're thinking about planning a trip for the summer? It's only July, so people have some time still to plan a summer trip. So can they get in touch with you?
Absolutely. We have 17 branches in St. Louis, and we're also available at 314-889-3362.
And so overall, out of all of your tips, what would be the biggest one that you want to make sure that our viewers walk away with today to make sure that they have a great trip and it's all they want it to be, but they still have money in their checking account at the end of the trip?
Really, the biggest overall tip is to put in, I'd say, 2 to 3 hours of planning for every week of vacation. And you'll save yourself a ton of money, and you'll find yourself in a better situation when you get back.
All right, Jeremiah, great advice, and hopefully people use it and they take great trips and still have money left over afterwards.
That's right.
All right, thanks so much for joining us today. You stay with us. We'll be back with more STL TV Live right after this.